Hello YouTube, my name's Nero, and today we have some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and another episode of DNA Saturday, which is the weekly series here on my channel where subscribers send me in DNA bombs. This gameplay might be the most ridiculous gameplay to ever have been featured on my channel. Now, that is counting Chem Strike Saturday, which there are well over 100 episodes of that from last year, and now we've got DNA Saturday already going up, and of course you just have all my own gameplay that I've been posting over the years. I think in terms of its uniqueness, this is by far the most unique gameplay ever to be featured on my channel. What we got going on here for this episode of DNA Saturday is this player here who goes by the name of Dark Scene Gaming. He actually gets a DNA bomb here on the map, playing a bit of domination here on Riot using the Ball 27, but every single kill he gets, he stops, changes his sensitivity, and then keeps on going. So he started out at 1 sensitivity, right? And then after every kill, he ups it until eventually he's going to get to 20 sensitivity. Then after that, he starts downing it. So after he gets his kill, once he's on 20 sensitivity, he bumps it back down to 19. Then he bumps it back down to 18. And it's kind of funny because you'll see throughout different portions of the video that he's kind of having trouble with the sensitivity, like especially once he gets up real high in there. Because you guys know 20 sensitivity is kind of ridiculous. That's really high, especially if you're not used to playing on it. Then once he gets up there, he's like just trying to do simple, basic things that we've been doing in Call of Duty for years, like turn a corner, aim at somebody, and he's actually, you can see he actually has difficulty doing that because the sensitivity is so ridiculously hard and so ridiculously high, and you're just not used to that kind of thing, you know? So I thought it was a pretty unique gameplay. I thought it was pretty nice. It was so cool, in fact, I actually let a few things slip with this, Mr. Dark Scene Gaming, Mr. I don't follow all the rules for DNA Saturday. So in the gameplay he sent, he actually did not include the final score at the end of it, and we did not see an instance where we got to see his creative class. Unfortunately, that is a thing, but still, I don't think it's something you necessarily think like, oh, what is his creative class? Obviously, the reason he got this was his creative class. No, his creative class was really kind of irrelevant. He was basically sitting back throughout the majority of this gameplay. In fact, right now, what he's trying to do is, I can actually tell you this because I figured this out for myself. I'm having a lot of fun doing it, by the way. When you're playing domination on Riot, where you want the enemy team is at the A flag. That's why he's on this roof right now, by the way, is you want the enemy team over at the A flag. I figured this out as of recently. It took me a while to figure this kind of thing out because usually when I play domination with my friends, we all just like, we used to call it Blitzkrieg during Black Ops 2. How many long time? Let me know in the comments how many long-time fans remember Blitzkrieg. Anyone? Anyone remember Blitzkrieg? It's basically a thing I used to do with subscribers where I would always have like these open lobbies of subscribers, and we would get a full team and we'd go play ground war domination, and we would, what we called it was Blitzkrieg, where basically we took everything. We took every flag all the time. Every match we played, we would win like 200 to like 20 or something ridiculous like that. And it was pretty cool. Like we would all run like UAV and Hellstorm missile and lightning strike, and we would just, you know, blitzkrieg, just tons of kill streaks flying around, UAVs up all the time, taking all their flags, just constant lightning warfare, you know, that kind of thing. That's what we did, and we usually do that same thing here in Advanced Warfare, but we're not having as much success with it as we did during Black Ops 2. And we have found that when you play on Riot here, if the enemy team is spawning at the A flag, they basically spawn at the bottom of the hill, and if you stand up on the rooftop that we're playing on right now, then you can just kind of shoot fish in a barrel as they run out of there. It's a bit of a spawn trap in essence, so it's definitely pretty nice if you're looking for some tips to playing domination here on the map. Right, is if you can kind of control it, if you're playing with friends, if you have the ability to turn the tides, try and get the opposing team over at the A flag. You definitely want them to be there. When they have C, it's not as cool because they have that entire parking lot they can spawn in. They got that entire big rooftop for them to go and get on top of. It's a whole ordeal if the enemy team is spawning at C. The dominant side is to definitely have C and B, and you definitely want to have the opposing team over there towards the A flag. You see that's what he's doing right here. Like you see all these guys down there towards A that he has to go and try and shoot at, and he actually had to stop like part way through it and like go change the sensitivity, because I watched it, I watched the entire gameplay a couple times now, and every single time he does get a kill, he does in fact change his sensitivity. There's not even a single kill where he forgot to do that, which I thought was pretty cool. I definitely thought that was pretty awesome. He's able to do this kind of thing, and it's almost kind of, it's weird, man. Like, for me anyway, I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there too. Getting a DNA bomb is no easy feat. Like, I think the best kill streak I went on in this game is like a 19. I always end up getting shut down even before I even get to the 20 kill streak. Like, I have a pretty good KD, and I don't use like ridiculously powerful guns. Like, as of recently, I'm mainly running around with the MP11 and the EM1 just because I think they're fun guns to play with. I'm trying to use the TAC 19 shotgun too, but that gun is just atrocious. But I'm a good player. You guys have seen that on my channel, and I've I like to use a variety of guns, and I like to try and do well. Like, I actually cared enough to try and do well. But getting a DNA bomb is just something I haven't even really come close to. I've only gotten like an 18 kill streak. I think it's the best kill streak I've ever gotten on. I've gotten on a few of them, in fact, actually here in Advanced Warfare, but I've never even gotten to a 20. And then you see someone like this guy. You see someone like DarkScene Gaming, who has gotten so many DNA bombs, he's already doing ridiculous challenges. Like, usually this kind of stuff is stuff that you see later on in the year. This is stuff you see, come February, come March, like come when the game's life cycle is kind of getting a little bit stale, like people are kind of getting bored of playing the game. At that point, the really good players are like, okay, let's start going for some challenges. We're going to try and get, DNA bombs by changing our sensitivity after every kill. We're going to try and get DNA bombs where we never actually reload and just pick up other weapons, or, that kind of thing. People start going for that kind of stuff. But it's so early. The game has, I guess the game technically has been out just about a month now, but geez, we're already getting great gameplays like this already, and I'm sure there's a bunch of other crazy stuff like this throughout the internet on YouTube, which is just crazy that people are already able to do this kind of stuff. Like, man, some people are just so like ridiculously gifted when it comes to Call of Duty, like understanding like the maps and the spawns and just everything. They're able to get this kind of gameplay consistently. It's crazy to me. It's definitely crazy to me. But here he is on the rest of his streak right here. He basically is just playing it safe, which I do not blame him. He's went back to the rooftop here at C. Obviously, like I said throughout the first part of the video, is the best place to be is over there towards the A flag if you're really wanting to get a lot of traffic. But when you're on a kill streak like this, which is very, very high, and you're, it's not even that just you're on a good kill streak. He's also on a good kill streak using a really gimmicky idea, like where he's changing around his sensitivity and stuff. And to be able to replicate this, be able to do it again, would be very difficult. So he wants to make sure he gets this. So he's playing really defensive by basically taking over this rooftop here and trying to just pick off people as they try and move from any direction. They could be coming around and try and capture C. They might be able, he occasionally pops out on the left side and the right side to go look and see people are coming from there. And that's what he does throughout the rest of the gameplay here. He just kind of walking around going, okay, just anybody out there, please show yourself. He's trying his best not to die off this kill streak, which I definitely don't blame him. I do the same thing, but for like bombing runs and stuff. Like, if I'm close to a bombing run, I start playing this way. And I see other people, that are running around, like they're on like a 20 kill streak and they're just running through spawns, running and gunning and stuff. Like, why are you doing that? Like, why? You have the nerves of steel to be able to do that. For me, I play this way, even when I'm on like a semi-good kill streak. But we are getting pretty close now to the DNA bomb itself, which is just crazy. Like, this kind of thing had me kind of glued to my seat the first time watching it. I thought that was definitely great. Why was that person spawning there? God, Advanced Warfare spawn system, right? That guy was all the way back there. And this guy too, like their entire team is starting to kind of spawn over here, and it really doesn't make any sense. Like, Advanced Warfare spawning system just never seems to make any sense. It doesn't. Like, I wish theater mode was a thing so I could just make like cinematic videos and try and like figure out the spawn system, because this new update was supposed to be able to fix the spawn system, and we get the DNA bomb there. The new update was supposed to fix the spawn system for a lot of different game modes, but I don't feel as though it's that much better, like the spawn system anyway. Like, the spawn logic is pretty, it still flips around a whole lot, which is something I think takes a lot of getting used to be able to predict that kind of thing. But regardless, as you can see, he's not going around and changing around his sensitivity anymore. There's no point in that anymore. He already has his DNA bomb. He's just going to call it in. He's going to kill off a bunch of people. Then he's going to run around and then just start demolishing everybody and having a whole lot of fun with that. But like I said, guys, he did not include the final score of the gameplay, so unfortunately, it's going to actually go ahead and have to cut off. So we don't actually get to see the final score of the gameplay, but we got to see a pretty freaking impressive overall DNA bomb, which I thought was pretty cool. I thought it's definitely the most unique one that's been sent in to me. Like, a lot of people send in Ball 27 DNA bomb gameplay and stuff like that, but it's like, but were they doing something like this where they go ahead and change their sensitivity after every single kill? It's something that it's one of those fun challenges, and regardless of the fact it was with the Ball 27, because you won't find somebody out there who hates the Ball 27 more than me. But even regardless of the fact that he was using that gun, that was still a really impressive overall DNA bomb. Now, I'm very happy that Mr. DarkScene Gaming took the time to submit it for DNA Saturday. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of DNA Saturday, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves. If you guys would like to go ahead and submit your guys' DNA bombs for next week's episode of DNA Saturday, watch the video that's on your screen right now. There's an annotation on your screen that you can click that'll open up in a new tab, or you can click the link down in the video description. It'll take you over to that video. It's all the rules I want you guys to follow if you guys like to submit your stuff for DNA Saturday, as well as I give some helpful tips as to specific things I'm looking for when I'm going over over all the videos for DNA Saturday every single week. So if you guys would like increase your chances of getting your DNA bomb shown here on DNA Saturday, then you're going to need to watch that video. Watch the tips so you can find out all the things I'm looking for while I go through gameplays and stuff like that. So go check that out. If you guys like to go ahead and check out Mr. Dark Scene, he's a first-time guest here on my channel, and his YouTube channel is youtube.com/xterminatedxx. I know it looks kind of weird because of the alternating letters and whatnot, but there's nothing really fancy about the spelling or anything. It's just basically xterminatedxx. And of course, there's an annotation on your screen that you guys can click. It'll open his channel up for you in a brand new tab, or you can click the link to his channel down in the video description, whichever one you prefer. But over there, you will find a ton of absurd videos. Now, I don't usually say the word absurd when I'm talking about somebody's gameplay, right? When I talk about someone's videos, I don't usually say they're absurd, but no, his stuff is freaking absurd. It makes no sense. So he doesn't usually do commentaries. He doesn't do commentaries. Usually he puts music over gameplay or just doesn't have any music or commentary on his videos at all. But the gameplay, once again, is freaking stupid. So let me go over for you guys his last 5 videos that he uploaded. So recently he put up a 2-minute and 50-second DNA bomb. Another video he put up, he had a 93 kill streak, which you might guess was a DNA bomb in that gameplay as well. Another video, he gets a double DNA bomb. There's another video where he gets another double DNA bomb, but in that one, he actually gets 108 kills in that gameplay. And then he has another gameplay where he gets a DNA bomb on Solar using the HBR-A3. So those are just his last 5 videos. Double DNA bombs, 100+ kill gameplays, 93 kill streaks. Like, the stuff he posts over there is simply absurd. If you're a guy that likes, or girl, if that likes watching ridiculously good gameplay, go check out his channel. It's youtube.com/xterminatedxx. You'll not be disappointed, and he has some really freaking good stuff over there. Like, he's a better man than me. Better gameplay than I've ever posted here on my channel. So go ahead and check him out if you're really interested in really crazy good gameplay. I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of DNA Saturday, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.